We've learned that there are challenges, whether it's higher education, healthcare, or corporate America. We've learned that we need to grow and evolve together. We've also learned that the environment in and of itself is fighting against personalization because the environment was defined by standardization. So I want to wrap this up by providing you with a little playbook that brings everything all together. So I call the following the Operational Inclusion Roadmap. You experienced 5 shifts of leading in the age of personalization. Number 1, we must move from diversity to inclusion, that we all have value and that we want to be included. Now, on the individual side, the question really is, who do you let in? Well, who do we let in? Well, we don't let in new or contrary voices. And you've learned throughout the day that we must include new and contrary voices. It's non-negotiable. We talk a lot about diversity, and that's our representation, that's our metric, but we have no idea about what to do with it. So, shift number 2, moving from tribal to human. We are worthy and we want to be seen in our full humanity. So, if we start with the individual, what are we really saying here? Well, we're saying is, how do you see those that you let in? And we see people in very narrowly defined ways, and we base assumptions on one's group identity. Like, you're a lawyer, you must not be creative. We place stigmas on group identities. But I believe that the more we define things in boxes, we are creating environments of tribalism. So let's move to the third thing that we learned today, right? From brand identity to individual identities. We are unique, we want to be ourselves. Who do you let them be? Who do we identify most with as an individual? The institution that pays our checks. Because we are told that we have to live that mission or live that brand in a way that makes one feel like they are representing the organization. And by the way, I'm not against representing the institution. You should, but in your own way, not determined by some script or bullet points that says that this is how you should behave. Next, as we think about the fourth shift that we experience today, from mission to contribution, that our job isn't to feel forced to believe in someone's mission. Our job is to feel that we can contribute to that mission and shape that mission before it actually defines us. And so on the individual side, it means what? What do you let them do? What do you let people do? What do you let them do? What they want to do or what you want them to do? Do you want autocracy or democracy? So it's impossible to democratize any of these systems unless we let the individual teach us what they're capable of doing. And then finally, we experienced results to methods, that we have ideas, we want to explore possibilities. And for the individual, that means, how do you let them do it? Well, I'll tell you what standardization has always let them do. Follow a predetermined path and practice old, outdated standards. That's what we want people to do. See, at the end of the day, we can't find the right balance between standardization and personalization until we change what we incentivize. That's your operational inclusion roadmap. The first question, pretty simple, but will expose a lot of the truth. The second question, that gets people nervous. The third, fourth, and fifth, you are lucky to get an honest answer. And the objective here is not to move away from standardization. No. That's not the message. The message is to modernize it by taking into account what matters to the individual. And so if you just start there, you would be amazed how much you're going to learn about what really works and what really doesn't